Nowadays, more and more people are fulfilling their dream of horse riding, or even of owning their own horse. It goes without saying that they would like their horse to be healthy and well cared for, and more horse owners are turning to alternative healing methods for treating ailments and injuries. Chronic respiratory illness, allergies, and stress afflict horses just as much as us humans. Of course, when the patient cannot speak, it can be very difficult to make a proper diagnosis, and especially to find out the cause of a problem. Horses are designed to run free, not to carry people on their backs, so they are frequently troubled by unspecific lameness and back problems. In such cases, traditional veterinary science is often at a loss. Consequently, veterinary practitioners, such as Dr. Astrid Reitz, are implementing tried and tested alternative methods such as acupuncture, and more horse owners are recognizing the advantages of this approach. I am a passionate advocate of acupuncture and manual therapy because of the amazing successes which I have witnessed in recent years, and I know how beneficial they are for animals. Animals profit from these methods of treatment. On many occasions, alternative therapy has produced impressive results in cases where there seemed to be no hope for a cure. It's got more than 100% better. The hip stays there where it's supposed to be. It doesn't give way anymore. He can move much better, and it's just perfect now. The hip doesn't hurt him anymore, and he can be worked properly. He engages his haunches just right. It was simply the combination of acupuncture and chiropractic that did it. These success stories have now caught the attention of experts and trainers who are increasingly willing to cooperate. I think that traditional medicine and chiropractic and acupuncture can complement each other very well. It's a mistake to assume that there's only one right method of treatment, and by combining the methods, we have a way of giving a great deal of help to a lot of horses. Manual therapy, including chiropractic and cranio-sacral therapy, has been practiced for over 1,000 years. This kind of therapy releases blockages in the joints and activates a horse's own powers of self-healing via the nervous system. To implement this form of therapy properly, thorough and broadly based training on the basis of internationally valid standards is a must. This ensures that exactly the right treatment method can be selected for the given situation, also taking into account the horse's individual temperament. With all these therapy options at my disposal, acupuncture or cranio-sacral therapy or chiropractic, I have a very wide spectrum of choice, and I can give each horse exactly the right, individually tailored treatment. One of the better-known alternative methods is acupuncture. For over 5,000 years, it has been part of traditional Chinese medicine. The proven effectiveness of acupuncture has made it increasingly popular in the West as well. Its practice has been refined and developed, as can be seen here where laser-based acupuncture is being used to treat recurrent inflammation of the eye. Scientific studies have demonstrated the value of laser acupuncture for the treatment of chronic equine bronchitis, for example. The laser method is especially helpful for horses which react strongly to acupuncture needles. The methods of Chinese medicine are not only useful for treatment, but also for early diagnosis of ailments.
Gut, dann schaue ich sie mir einfach mal an.
An illness can be discovered even before the symptoms it causes begin to show.
Hat sie Probleme mit der Lunge? Ich frage deshalb, weil der sogenannte Zustimmungspunkt für die Lunge von der Akupunktur her gesehen bei ihr reagiert. Und das ist eben auch ein Hinweis darauf, dass eventuell eine leichte chronische Bronchitis vorliegen könnte.
Regular checks and prompt treatment can prevent an illness from developing. A stitch in time saves 9. The horse remains healthy and in good fettle.
Was mich sehr beeindruckt hat, ist, als
I was very impressed a few years ago when I learned that doctors in China are paid as long as their patients stay healthy. I think that shows the difference between our Western medical tradition and Eastern medicine. With this in mind, I have developed a care and prevention concept which is based on keeping a check on a horse's condition before symptoms show, or when the first symptoms have already appeared, the first coughing, or you notice a little stiffness while riding. That is the time to take a closer look, and often you can prevent the condition from getting worse. After each treatment session, the owner of the horse should receive a set of instructions based on the horse's current state of health, which enable him or her to provide optimal supplementary support using acupressure or other manual exercises. The causes of health problems in horses are often many and various. To ensure the success of a course of treatment, cooperation and communication between the various specialists involved is vital. Together, they must form an effective network. When we find the teeth in a serious state, and that state has transferred from the jaws to the rest of the body, causing muscle tension and blockages, that's when it makes sense to call in other therapists, both before dental treatment and also afterwards, so that the animal can be helped to get rid of the blockages. They often can't do it on their own if we just treat the teeth, because the situation has built up over a long time. So that's why the support of other therapists is important. If the horse's well-being is to have top priority, cooperation is essential. For instance, if the blacksmith notices a change in the condition of a hoof, this may indicate a blockage is developing. Warning signals of this kind should always be followed up. Everyone can benefit when each person involved takes the other participants seriously and then sorts the situation out in a common effort, perhaps making an appointment to see the horse together. By keeping in touch with the other experts involved, each person in the team can make the best possible contribution towards the horse's health. This networking idea is very important to me. It makes sense when all colleagues involved, the veterinary, the blacksmith, the saddler, and the riding instructor, give me a call in good time when they notice the horse has a problem. Often, acupuncture and manual therapy can bring about immediate relief before major complications develop. Only when we all work together can we make sure the horses get the long-term support they need, and this is what all of us are aiming for. A properly cared-for horse can stay in good condition, remaining fit and productive to a ripe old age.